available. At the tone, please record your message.
Nigga, where the fuck you at? I've been calling your phone 5 or 6 times and it keeps going to voicemail. Call me the fuck back. And I know you're not doing that motherfucking podcast.
Please record your message.
Lowski, I know you hear me calling you. That damn podcast ain't that motherfucking important.
Please record your message.
Cam, my nigga. Hey man, I know I'm calling you from a different number, but my phone off, man. Shit, I need to borrow about $35, man. I'm gonna get back with you next week. Call me back.
Yo, you fucking wildin'. I've been calling you all day and you ain't answered shit. Don't make me pull the fuck up. I know your ass is probably sitting over there ignoring me on that podcast with your little friends. I'ma beat your ass and they ass when I fucking see you.
Contrary to the bullshit, 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 contrary to the bullshit.
What's up, y'all? It's Naturally Nesh, and I'm sitting here with the one and only Contrary to the Bullshit podcast. How y'all doing?
Great. Thanks for having us. Hey.
So y'all got to tell us y'all's names. We're going to start with you.
Cam Drew, a.k.a. Sweet Jones Jr. in this motherfucker. You know how I do. Man, come on.
Right. You gotta talk that same shit. You gotta be used.
Damn.
They clowning them, but
hey, y'all know what's going on. Lowski 1000, man, also known as Style Wheezy.
But you done changed your intro, right? Because you used to say, "Don't talk."
Talk to me, don't talk about. See, that's just for, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
You want me talk to me, don't talk about me.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? It's Lowski 1000, also known as Style Wheezy. We appreciate Naturally Nesh.
Definitely. So, if I'm understanding it correctly, it's not just y'all's podcast, right? It's like two collaborations, like 2 podcasts collaborating. Is that like?
I mean,
you got it right.
Correctly? Okay.
It's our podcast, but Rod and Too Bleezy had their podcast, Burn One, and it started off with just them letting us use their equipment, you know what I'm saying, their space, and as we've grown and got to YouTube and other platforms, they, especially Rod, he just allowed us to continue to use the space to push out more content. So like we gonna always show love and appreciation to them, but like for letting us be contrary to the bullshit.
That's dope. So I want to always know the beginning, like what was the spark in this collaboration, this podcast, like, you know, where did that stem from?
That shit start.
So I say I know I got the idea from watching them, watching Burn One. And what happened after that is fuzzy. I was gonna say I don't remember exactly how we came to. I know I did y'all pod that one time, and then I was like, "Damn, that shit was decent. I want to start my own shit."
Yeah.
And then I don't know when we talked about it exactly.
Well, I kind of remember. Well, I wasn't out long, man. I had got out right before the pandemic, 2020, February 2020. He was telling me about their podcast or whatever, like months down the line though. But I know I wasn't even a year out yet, and he was like, "Man, we could do this." You know what I'm saying? We be talking all the time or whatever. We be, So he most definitely put like, "Hey, it's possible" type. But once we actually started doing it,
COVID, I think. Was
COVID? Nah, it was COVID, right?
Well, COVID wasn't out at that time already, or was it new?
It was right.
Or was it? Y'all were recording. Well, it was before COVID, was it, or was it? I don't know.
It was during.
I think y'all started before. Y'all were doing this before we ever got involved. Y'all had episodes before.
Yeah, because it was like on Insta.
Y'all helped us from the beginning.
Anchor,
we was in his basement at first. We was in TJ's basement.
A different location. So, okay, so did y'all already know each other before? I mean, I'm gonna assume y'all did. Yeah. Okay, so I want to get into it, but I'm gonna hold off on the question for a second, right? So when y'all started, what was the goal or the intention for the content? Like, why did y'all think people needed?
So the goal for all our guests was just to bring on the guests who kind of had something going for themselves, any type of business or just anything they wanted to promote that they was doing around the city.
Okay.
And to just kind of get the origin story for that and kind of let that get out there for people to come and kind of tap in with them and do.
Okay.
So we basically just wanted to shine light on other people that was doing stuff for the community and just had stuff out here that they wanted to highlight and stuff. So.
Got you. But contrary to the bullshit, right? That idea kind of expand on, you know, the name
How
and
did
then
that come around?
how did we come up with the run of the podcast?
We was talking about it. I just don't know how exactly. Contrary to the bullshit.
It's weird being on this side.
Yeah, right. The tables turn real quick.
It's
for
weird
sure.
being on this side. I say the name, he came up with the name. I do remember that.
Okay.
We was brainstorming names. We was going back and forth with names. I do remember that. And he said it. And I was like, hey, that shit sound catchy. Fuck it, let's go with that.
Yeah.
And then shit, that was the name. Then I guess from the name is where we
It's him like, I don't know what happened. I can't even answer these questions.
Nah, like look, from the name, that's where we kind of more so came up with the concept. Like, all right, we had like contraries, like contrary to popular belief.
Okay.
Yeah.
This, that.
Most definitely. I feel like it was something that he had said because, you know, when you coming up with names, you just get to talking and having a conversation about what could be catchy or, you know what I'm saying, or I don't know, like a good podcast name. It's hard to title things. But I don't know. He probably had said something and it kind of been like, hey, and then like he said, every show we feel like has to have a good segment. You know what I'm saying? Because like what's going to separate us from
everybody else. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So like contrary to contrary to popular belief or whatever, because I feel like he was like, you know what I'm saying, we can't be saying to the bullshit.
Yeah.
All throughout the whole.
Yeah.
So that segment came about and like,
It's just been building and unfolding that way. So y'all don't have to talk about this, but I know that there was a third member, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are y'all still? Listen, we can cut this out. We can
Shout out Youngie.
Okay.
Shout out that nigga Youngie, man.
Okay. So like,
Shout out Youngie Man, go because you stay on the go. You already know.
Like, I'm just like, hey, last time I came here was 3. I don't know. I'm just asking. So.
Man, hey.
Youngie is really unfortunate circumstances has prevented my guy from being on the podcast. Damn, especially for this long. But you know, we've been holding it down for him and hopefully we get to see him back on here soon. But you know what I'm saying? I like that. He brings like a whole nother element to the podcast. Yeah. I'm trying, but like I gotta be strategic with that. I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like it started off with just a conversation, and then like Youngie was interested, and we was like, dang, with his personality contrasting with our personalities and our opinions and our thought processes, conversation gonna be lit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, for our podcast. But yeah, shout out Youngie, man.
Yeah,
like,
everything all good.
Okay.
As
all
far as the
good.
relationship,
Yeah,
and shit,
okay.
It's still,
he just
Okay.
got some shit going on to where he can't.
I got
pull
you.
up, yeah.
So, of course, like these podcasts now are like going on tours, doing live shows, having merch. What do y'all see for y'all's podcast? Like, where do y'all want to go with it?
I don't even think I don't know. I feel like live show for sure, but I just feel like sometimes we don't even. I feel like a lot of times we don't even know how, like, I guess, quote unquote, popular we are. Like, people like actually do recognize us, do keep up. We do have a following of people who keep up with the podcast or whatever. So like, man, we like this year so far, 2023. Our focus just been get more like consistent with our guests and our interviews or whatever, just to make those connections and keep relationships that we already do got. and keep putting people out there to grow our fan base. But like, man, we just taking it one day at a time, really. Like big other opportunities, we feel like when it's time to like do something like that, or it's gonna happen. It's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I do know for sure, we focus on staying committed and then keep doing these shows. Yeah. So I know the live episodes, the merch, whatever, that's gonna absolutely be on the way. It's just all about actually just planning it and actually honestly just doing it. Really, right. Because like we ain't stopping right now.
Exactly. That's dope. It's not really anybody in Nashville with the podcast doing live shows or you know, doing things like that. So that'll be dope to see something like that in the city. Because I mean,
you think we could do it?
Definitely. Why wouldn't you?
Oh, okay. I was just saying, if you just saying,
I'm just saying, like, it is. What's the?
We ain't never heard of them.
Okay.
We ain't heard of them either.
Fuck them.
I'm saying, but okay. Well, let me say this type of vibe.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
on the mind.
The conversations that y'all have on y'all podcast are different. Like y'all talk about different things. So it's like, I mean, I don't want to say it like this, but y'all know, like the 85 South show, they're like raunchy with their content. Yeah. Not to say y'all was raunchy or anything, but it's just a different conversation.
You know what's crazy? Like I ain't gonna say it's like our ethos or anything, but we aim to be entertaining and informational,
right,
or whatever.
Like, a balance between the two.
Yeah,
for sure.
Not like all ignorance, but something that can be inspirational.
Exactly, you can get something out of like listening to us, some laughs and some
or something like. Let me go look into this, like something that'll pique your interest. Like, oh damn, I'm gonna look more into this thing. Right. Like we might not talk about it for a long ass amount of time, but shit. You might want to look like that MLK March shit or something like that. Just some little,
just something, right? Something to kind of help the city be more interactive because like the local segment that y'all have, y'all can talk about that if y'all want. Like that's like a different element to a podcast.
Yeah.
So it's just like where did
that come about?
I guess like
so.
And like what other segments do y'all have?
It's more so like he said, like what'll really set y'all apart is obviously it's a million podcasts out there. Yeah. So it's just like. And they are talking about a bunch of different things. So it's like, what can we really do to kind of, again, set ourselves apart? So it's like, before we conquer any other audience, we want shit Nashville to fuck with us. Gotcha. So it's like, we might as well start out with local, just kind of shit, build the local shit up. Yeah. And then go from there. And so that's kind of where that started out. Like, we already bringing local guests on. Mm-hmm. And so you might as well follow that up with kind of what's going on in the city. And then, because I'm pretty sure the majority of the guests that, or the people the viewers that watch, my bad. Yeah. It'd be people that they fuck with.
Exactly.
And so I'm guessing they'd be more so local too. Right. And so we're trying to cater to the local.
Y'all have had guests, sorry to cut you off, y'all have had guests that have gone beyond Nashville and done, you know, big things. So do y'all feel that y'all see yourself having more of those type of like influential people coming in, interviewing? Like, is that the goal or is it just Nashville?
Of course. I mean, We just wanted to like go ahead and try to quote unquote like conquer here first. I mean, I guess to try to prove it to ourselves that we can do it and stay consistent, and to grow that fan base, that word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? Fan base or whatever. But we will most definitely be. Like you said, we already have interviewed people that branched out outside of the city and outside of the state. Right. More and more exclusive interviews are on the way. We plan on doing interviews with like yourself with previous guests. That's another thing about like our interviews. Every time we interview someone, it seems like they, you know what I'm saying, they take the next step. I'm saying if and when we interview them for a second or third time or whatever. So like we strive to do the same thing
for each guest, for sure. So go ahead and tell the people where they can listen to you at, like what platforms, and then what's next.
You can find us on Spotify, Apple Music,
Apple
Podcasts. My bad, shit.
That's all good. I can hear it there too.
Hey, that's perfect. Episode 3 on Apple Music.
Anchor, where? Stitcher. What was the other one?
Just about
Hogbeat,
anyway. Listen to
Podbean.
podcasts, right?
I was just saying because I haven't heard
Any of the stream, all the. There we go. All of the podcast services. Shit. What's next? I was gonna say we just gonna stay consistent. I was gonna say that's really the goal. Just kind of stay consistent. For a minute there, we was bullshitting. Like we had kind of just we slowed up.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's more so the goal right now. Keep the guests on and just stay consistent, and then just,
right. Keep it
for sure. This first quarter, this beginning of the year, like stay consistent. Have that exactly. Come on now. So just keep with the episodes. Try to stay consistent with the interviews. So that's just like reaching out to people, like responding to people who's reaching out to us and getting dates, you know what I'm saying, in order and situated. And I feel like then like those discussions will have like, okay, the next big thing, the live.
I feel like with the consistency,
it'll lead to the
like how your stuff happened for you, just for anybody. As long as we stay consistent, something good to happen out of this. So it's like even shit, bitch for ride. Like motherfuckers realize what he doing behind you.
Yeah,
look, just drinking. What he doing behind the thing. They this nigga done recorded over 200 episodes over the past.
And ride crazy with all this.
And I was gonna say how many episodes is in the vault.
Or it's like shit. They gonna like they are like something from somebody.
Yeah.
Like somebody will take that next step. So we just need to stay consistent.
I feel that. So if you're a Nashville artist, and I'm assuming y'all tapping in all markets.
All markets.
Okay.
Man. We've had artists, estheticians.
Estheticians.
There we go.
Professional ball player. Come on now.
Okay. So
you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm drinking.
The king of massage.
Come on now.
Okay.
Like we've had a lot chefs, personal chefs. Like
that's dope.
We tapping in models. We're tapping in.
I seen a girl with a twerk class that came on here too.
Yes.
Twerk instructors,
So those are the type of episodes that y'all can expect. If you have like a story, or even if you just want to catch a vibe, like I said, I've been here twice, so y'all got the drink, whatever you need to get comfortable. You feel me? That's what you're gonna expect. So tap in with them, follow them on social media, subscribe to their YouTube channel, and turn on your notification bell. I need for y'all to understand that.
Please.
Okay, a lot of us have bad memories, even though we young. Turn that notification bell on so that y'all are notified every time that they post a video. I appreciate y'all for having me on y'all's platform, and let's keep going up. For real.
I look forward to it.
Same.
Contrary to the bullshit.
Yes, sir.